Yo, what is up, everybody? Jumping here, and today I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play the Mass Effect Trilogy. In the last episode, we did Samara's loyalty mission,
Commander, you've
which
received
is
a
a
new
very
message at
interesting
your private
mission.
terminal.
But at the same time, there's no combat. Now, for this episode, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I do know one thing I have to do, which is I got to talk to my crew so I can get the rest of everybody's loyalty mission is like ready to go. So I have to get Tali's loyalty mission out of her. I got to get Garrus's loyalty mission, Thane's loyalty mission. Who else? I think that's it, honestly. Everyone else I think I already got. So, I need to go talk to all those people. So let's talk to Kelly first real quick.
Bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with him. Anyway, what's up?
That'll be all.
Take care.
I see what it is, Kelly. Playing hard to get, but I will get you. I promise. We'll bang, okay? Anyway, alright, so let's first start by going down to the crew quarters. Down here we can talk to Thane, Garrus. I'm not going to talk to Miranda. Because I'm not going to romance Miranda. Although she gave me a little kissy, you know what I mean? Besides that, I'm not going to romance her, so I'm not going to continue with that. Let's first start by talking to Mr. Assassin and saying what's up to him.
Is there something wrong?
Yes. Now that you are here, though, it seems more difficult to talk about.
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
How long has it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
What sort of dance is that?
I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music, old, unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. Hi, father. Runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, he pleads, tugs my sleeve. I need to read this, I say. I don't look at him.
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. Oh, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night, no final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
Well, that's not the choice I expected. Why didn't you raise him yourself?
My body is blessed with the skills to take life. The Hanar honed them in me. I have few others. I didn't want that life for Kolyat. I hoped he would find his own way. If he hated me, so be it. He would not have shared the path of sin. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self. The soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
You don't hire a raw rookie for a contract killing.
I'm afraid someone may have seen we share a name and assumed we share skills. I don't know why he would accept the task.
To be closer to you, maybe?
That thought haunts me more than any other.
Maybe he name-dropped you to get hired.
It's possible, but I don't think so. It doesn't seem right. My name. He should not respect it.
Thane, I don't have your contacts and I don't have your tracking skills. Why do you need my help for this?
I don't need your help, I want it. The last time I saw my son, they wrapped her body in sea vines. Weighted it with stones. He tries to pull from me. Calls for her. The Hanar lift her off the platform. They sing like bells. The fire has gone to be kindled anew. He begs them not to take her away. They let her body slide into the water. He hits me. Don't let them. Stop them. Why weren't you? It rains. It always rains on Kaje. Warm water pours down his face.
I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Perfect memory. It is sometimes a burden.
What made him go to the Citadel?
Years ago, I prepared a package for him. A relic of my ill-spent life. I had Volus bankers store it, and arranged for delivery when I died. He acquired it early. I don't really know how. I did wet work on the Citadel around the time his mother died. That may be why he went there.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
Oh my god, man. I love Thane. It is a bromance. It is a bromance. He's so fucking cool and just deep, man. Like that right there. That conversation is just so epic and cool and awesome. And it just gets better. That's the craziest part about him. We're barely even into his dialogue, and yet it's amazing. But alright, let's go talk to Samara and see what she wants to say.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
You killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justikar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps even other Ardat-Yakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
I thought Ardat-Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat-Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
Awesome. Like I said, Samara has some really good dialogue. Well, you know, right there, I didn't remember that earlier, but yeah, she does, I guess, talk a little bit about Ardat-Yakshis and that I guess there could be more out there. And the Codex does say that it makes up 1% of the Asari population, so, you know, there's definitely more of them out there, but I don't know, it's strange. It could have been maybe an oversight or something with her dialogue, or maybe they were just trying to be really cryptic, who knows. But it is definitely a little confusing when you think about Mass Effect 3, and then you play Mass Effect 2. But anyway, let's go ahead, and I think I forgot to do this, but I actually can talk to the doctor and give her alcohol.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you. Shepard, our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
Alright, guys, let's, who the fuck do I need to talk to now?
Rupert!
I don't know, but, yeah, I'm pretty, happily drunk, so. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to talk to, Garrus. Hey, look, I'm all better now. Oh, fuck, that, that alcohol really just goes right through me, haha. I am a beast. Anyway, but yeah, alright, we can check that for a codex, which doesn't really matter, but I thought that was so funny. How you're so fucking wasted after drinking that, and then literally you can just like walk to another room and you're totally okay all of a sudden, like, you know, not drunk anymore, so pretty hilarious. Alright, let's talk to Garrus though.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I've got something. I may need your help. You remember Sidonis, the one who betrayed my team? I found a lead on him. There's a specialist on the Citadel, name's Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sidonis was seen with him.
What happened? How did Sidonis betray your team?
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was. He drew me out with a false job, then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to hold them off. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
You humans have a saying, an eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure. I don't need you to agree with me, but I'd like your help.
Where do we find Fade?
I've arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a warehouse near the Neon Markets down on Zakera Ward. Thanks, Shepard. I appreciate you taking the time to help me.
Now, one thing I will say, which kind of always pisses me off in this game, slightly, It's not a big deal. And I know why they do it, but it's like, I hate it when they repeat the same dialogue, and right there they just did it. And they do it because obviously you might have not have asked the question the first time you talked to Garrus, or you might not even ever talk to Garrus in the first place, so this is all new to you. But, you know, it's just like, if you did talk to Garrus and you want to still get more dialogue out of Garrus, he'll repeat what he said before, and it's just kind of annoying because it's like, wow, is Shepard really that stupid? Like he just totally forgot or whatever? Alright, let's go talk to Jack real quick. We should have some more dialogue from her. We might even get some pretty good dialogue from her. Let's see what she has to say, though.
Hey,
Tell me something I don't know about you.
nothing to tell. Why?
I want to know more, and I'm not going away.
I'm here to fight for you. Nothing says we have to be friends, but whatever. Something you don't know, huh? Obvious stuff, like what's up with my ink, or something else just as boring. You're not really interested unless it affects you. I've been through all this shit before.
I could be genuine. You have no way of knowing.
I have eyes, and I have history. You'll back off. As soon as you realize you're not the first, and I'm immune to your help.
I'll bite. What's with the tattoos?
Some are for prisons I've been in. Some are for kills. You know, good ones. Some are for things I've lost. Those aren't your business. They're nobody's business. And some are because, hey, why the fuck not?
You work pretty hard at not letting people get close.
I've been with lots of people. If you're asking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no. It's a waste of time and it never works. You let someone get that close, it just means they need a shorter knife. Lonely and alive works just fine, thanks.
Seems like you miss it a little more than you want to admit.
Pick every little word apart if you want, but it doesn't change the way the galaxy works. Come on, you've been around.
You're tough, but you can't have survived alone all these years.
When I was starting out, I ran with this girl Manara and her boyfriend. They knew their way around. I thought they'd help me. Right. They helped me into their bed. And when we finally did take down something big, they helped themselves to my share of the take. I knew where it was heading, and I got them first. Never bothered with friends after that.
They sound like selfish pricks. That doesn't mean they were gonna kill you.
I get feelings. I don't need proof. I did the smart thing. I always do the smart thing if people fuck with me. That's probably something you should remember.
I have to go, but we should do this again.
Wait. My turn with the questions. People usually walk by now. Why are you really asking all these things? Are you eyeing me up? Because if this is just about sex, maybe you should just fucking say so.
I love Jack. I think Jack's awesome. I fucking love that line. Why don't you just fucking say so? Come on. Hey, why
I'd be
not?
lying if I said no. You're different.
Figured. People always want something. Well, what? Right now, then?
All right, Jack. I like how you move.
I bet you do.
Damn. I mean, they get dirty down here, man. But, you know. Yeah, man, Jack's a beast. But, here's the thing. If you choose to do this, you can have two romances with Jack. Either you can do it the bad way, which is just you fuck her. And you can always just fuck her. It doesn't really matter. Or you can do it the good way, which is more of like, you know, you get into her head, you know, you play games with her. And when you do that, if you do it that way, you know, the romance scene is probably 10 times better. I'll be honest. Just because, I mean, Jack has a lot of issues, obviously, and she's like the girl in the game that you want to help her, but she's just beyond help. So, I mean, I don't know, but she's cool, and she's, you know, honestly, she's really fucking hot. At least I think so. In Mass Effect 3, I think she looks a lot better in that game. But still, she's dope. But anyway, one thing I did want to say about Jack before I talk to Tali is that if you do it that way, she will not talk to you no more. Like, that's it. Dialogue's over. Like, she will not say another thing to me. It's almost like I think it's like she's actually pissed at you. Although she will bang you, she is angry at you because, you know, you turned out like everyone else. You just wanted her for sex or whatever. I mean, I don't know. So that's just kind of like how it goes. But anyway, we can talk to Tali now.
Shepard,
what up, baby?
I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
You know, here's the thing, guys. This is one of the best loyalty missions, I think. I love Tali's loyalty mission. I think it's, like, awesome. And I will probably do it very soon here because I really have to. I know that you guys want me to romance Tali, which is totally cool, and I'm going to do it. I just got to, like, probably do her loyalty mission here soon because that way I get the dialogue out of her sooner than later, you know what I mean? So I might even do that mission next. I mean, I don't know yet. We'll have to see. And also, I wanted to make a comment. Her outfit that I have on her that, you know, you get from, I think, the appearance package too, it's fucking tight. So, just wanted to say that.
Nobody who knows you could believe you betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vassilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned, posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Alrighty, so there we go. Now we got Tali's loyalty mission. We pretty much got everyone's loyalty mission at this point of the game. So now we have to decide what mission do we want to do. Now I'm about 25 minutes into this episode, so, you know, I could end it, which I know some of you guys would be disappointed if I did, so I will not end it. I will start Tali's loyalty mission. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it though. All right, let's talk to Kelly.
How may I help you? I'll be here
No
if you need
dialogue out of
anything.
her. You know, I'm starting to think that I might not be able to bang her. That would be like really, really lame. I've never had that problem before, so. Alright. This is one massive freaking map. Alright. Can't even tell where the fuck to go. Okay, it's up here. Now there's a little side mission that is a pain in the ass you can do in this area. I'm not going to do it, but I'll talk about it. It's somewhere in this particular region, and you have to help like a quarrying or something. It's one of the worst side missions though, to be quite honest, because on Insanity it isn't really easy, so I will bring it up. But if you want it just something you might not have known about, there is a side mission in one of these little places around here. Alright, so let's go to the ship. Like I said, this is a very cool mission. Now, one of the best things I always love to do is to take Legion on this mission. Once you get Legion, you can actually take them on this mission, and it's hilarious. It's so funny. But I need to do this early so I can start getting the dialogue out of Tali so I can romance her. Alright, let's go ahead and change Samara's outfit. And honestly, for this mission, I'll take Miranda. Miranda has, she has Overload. Which is by far, like, one thing about Miranda that's crazy to me, let's go ahead and start putting some points in the Reeve, is that Miranda is one of the only people in this game that can actually get, like, she gets, like, it seems like more points than anyone else. Like, if I remember right. Because, like, you can actually max out, Overload, Warp, and Cerberus Leader, where everyone else, you can't do that. So that's kind of crazy. Alright, let's set up Tali. First things first, we are going to go ahead and give her this, which, power duration, weapons damage. I'd rather go for power weapons damage because the duration isn't really that important. For the combat drone, it doesn't really matter which one you go for. Attack drone is stronger. Exploding drone explodes. I like attack drone a little bit just because it's really nice for distracting enemies longer. Alright, now let's check our weapons and everything. I think everything's good. And we can do the mission. Now, one mission I haven't done yet is actually Kasumi's loyalty mission. I really need to get on that because I want to get that
Requesting
locust.
permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Tali Zora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Tali Zora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Alrighty, so now we can go to the hearing. It's kind of like a two-part process, so we'll get the first part out of the way. Talk to this chick up here.
Tali Zorobas, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron, Shepherd Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vasnima. Whatever we must call you legally.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
This should be easy. I have a law degree from Harvard, so I'm not sweating this. I'm Obama. Come on now.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Now, one thing I wanted to say real quick before I get into this, before I get into this whole trial, and I'll shut up, is that when I first started playing this game, I mean, for a long time, I never played with subtitles, and I always thought that Keep Us Alive, or whatever it is, I always thought they were saying, keep us alive. No joke. I always thought that was like the Korean thing. And then finally, eventually, my buddy told me, dude, it's not keep us alive, it's keep us alive, or something like that. I'm like, what? No, it's keep us alive. He's like, no, dude, just play with the subtitles on and you'll see it. I'm like, for real? And I seen it, and I was like, oh, man, I'm stupid. Like, forever, I literally thought it was keep us alive. Which to me made a lot of sense anyway, because it sounds exactly the same, / it's something that you would imagine the Koreans maybe would say. I mean, keep us alive. We've had some, Koreans have had some pretty big issues in the past, so that could be something that you would expect them to say. I'm just saying, guys, I'm just saying. Alright, let's go ahead and get this over with.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so. But I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarry and strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the Conclave
Alrighty.
chamber where you are now.
So,
the shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
anyway,
Understood.
that's the trial.
Whatever Geth
One
the
other
Alarai
thing
have likely
I
built more
did
of
want to
themselves.
bring up,
Expect heavy
hopefully
resistance.
Edie's not totally talking over me. But one other thing I really wanted to bring up is when she says I don't even know what the fuck she says, honestly, but like bastas or something like that. I always thought she said bastard. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, she has an accent. It's clearly like, I think it's like a Russian chick that plays Tali, or at least some type of Eastern European or something. I don't really know, but I mean, I just always thought it was like in the accent, not like a different language. So, you know, it was kind of mind blowing to me the first time I ever put subtitles on and I seen all this. I was like, what the fuck, man? I always just thought it was something totally different. Alright, so I'm going to talk to a couple people here. I'm not going to talk to some of these people because I just don't even want to. But I do want to talk to this guy.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Anyway, yeah, that just gives you some good points. Our bad points, if you chose to give him to Cerberus, he's all fucking crazy. I mean, he's just far gone at that point. I mean, it's insane. Okay, so we could talk to Rieger over here as well. Now, his dialogue, he's the only other one I'm going to talk to because I find his dialogue very interesting. He brings up dark energy again, if I remember right.
Call Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haestrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty Board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haestrom. She and Admiral Garrus are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haestrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Alright, so that's pretty good dialogue there about it. You know, she says it's something that we don't need to worry about now, but, you know, in the future it could be a problem. In a nutshell, that's what she says. So it's kind of hinting towards the fact that in Mass Effect 3 they were going to bring this up somehow. I knew from a long time ago, just from this dialogue, that dark energy was going to have something to do with the Reapers, more than likely. So, you know, like I talked about this before, but you can look it up about how, you know, if you missed that episode or whatever and you made it to this point and you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look up, like, the original plot to the Mass Effect 3 ending or the purpose of the Reapers or something like that, and it relates to this whole dark energy theory. So it's interesting. I would definitely recommend looking it up. Alright, one more thing.
You took kind of a beating on Haestrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out
Alrighty, so that's that. Alright guys, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm not going to talk to any of these people, but when I finish this mission, I might talk to one of them. Whoever is the... I think it's this guy. I think Tim Curry is the voice actor of this guy. Who, if you don't know who that is, it's that, like, I think he's like a British actor, but he's pretty funny dude. I think that's who he is, but I've been blown away before. Like, I used to think that there were some voice actors in Mass Effect, and it turned out it wasn't really the person who I thought it was, and then there was other ones that I never even knew about, so who knows. I'm like 90% sure it's Tim Curry, only because he also has a role in, I believe he has a role in Dragon Age Origins, so it just makes sense that he's probably in Mass Effect too. So who knows, but like I said, I hope you have enjoyed it. Please give me a like, please give me a favor, and I will see you guys next time.